Live. What's up, people? If you can hear us, let us know that you're out there. We will give recognition to you for that little thing. Let's drop the opening on these people first, fellas.
Welcome back to the Hank
There we
Strange
go. Walter beat
situation.
me to it.
Lifestyles of
Double
the wild
boom.
and loaded.
Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell so you can be notified. We are live. I hope you got your big girl panties on. Let's see jazz hands. Come on, jazz hands. No one's doing the jazz hands. Okay, come on, Walter.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see those
I
jazz
was,
hands, baby. We are
I was
live.
hitting
We've
up-
got Walter. We got Mr. Hootie Hoo in the house. What are you up to, Walter?
Oh, maybe we got.
Yeah,
I don't
think
know
we
if
got
I can get a
you.
good
I think we
keep a
got you.
connection going on here. I'm
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, whoever's on the internet over there at the house, tell them to get off. Whoever's downloading something or uploading,
man.
or whatever it is. But we are live. We are live. This is episode 446 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast with our special guest, Mr. Hootie Hoo, of course. He's here in the house joining us. Our other special guest, and special he's special in a different way from Hootie.
Yeah. That's what your mother tells you when you're different. You're special.
You're special. You're so special. Yeah, we got Walter in the house from Safety Harbor Firearms. You guys are here. The subject today is DOJ sends gun legislation package to White House. What?
Who? Why? How? I'm confused.
Uh-huh.
Since when is the DOJ the people who sends gun legislation to the White House?
I don't know. This is a good question.
When,
What kind of circumstances are we under here?
whose DOJ is this?
I don't know. That's a
I mean,
good
we're still
question.
dealing with Obama's DOJ. What is the?
Walter, you making a good point.
I thought the Congress and the Senate people did all that, sending stuff to the White House, not the.
Yeah. Oh, Walter's freezing up there.
That all need to be thrown out. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
let me
I
try
agree with
something.
you, Walter. I agree with you. Definitely something weird going on there. Shout out to everyone who's coming in. As you guys come in, smash the thumbs ups. Of course, make sure you're following Mr. Hootie Hoo out there on the YouTubes if you're not already doing it. I'm sure Hootie Hoo, you probably have a video coming on tonight, right?
Every night.
Every night. Video coming out every night from Hootie Hoo. Man, it's serious. It's serious up there in Tennessee. I don't know. Is the storms going anywhere near you guys?
No, we
Yeah.
didn't get anything. No rain, nothing.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. I think it's probably in North Carolina or something like that. At this point, yeah, we got to check on it. So, let's see. We'll talk about a whole bunch of other things going on here. Please, as everyone comes in, smash the thumbs ups. Make sure you ring the bell so you're notified. Throw your comments in here. We'll do that. Hootie Hoo, if you see anyone out there, any of your people, you always have people that come in here specifically for Hootie Hoo. Shout them out. Walter, if you see any of your folks.
I got
Feel
folks.
Yeah, there's Walter fans out there. Yeah, you know it.
That's scary.
Yeah, well. Yeah. That's how it goes, man. Everyone's got fans. Good or bad. Everyone's got fans. So, of course, the show's brought to you guys by Safety Harbor Firearms.
Oh, wow.
Walter and the rest of the Killer out there joining us. What's that? Oh,
I got my high capacity
this is
stapler here.
this is your gun today, a staple gun?
We walk up to somebody and
Stanley. Yes, Stanley. Is that your favorite?
this is my personal carry staple gun. You know?
Yeah. Is it fully semi-auto?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Shoot them? I don't know if they were even coming out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you could do
Oh.
like you used to do in
That's
elementary
what
school.
what she said, Walter.
Well,
That's what she said.
You know when you're like, you remember when you were a kid in school, and somebody takes a stapler and hits you with a stapler, end up with a staple in you. Never had that happen.
No, actually no, because that would be a big fight. If somebody hit me with a staple gun, it's on. So people used to do that to you.
No, well, I probably did it to myself at one point.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, listen, who wasn't people try to bully me. When I came to America, actually everywhere people try to bully you, but when I came to America, a lot of people used to try to bully me because I had a British accent and I was like a little skinny Indian kid and all that. What they didn't realize is I was living in Nigeria with some big Mandingo mofos You know, fighting
You
with
don't
those
scare-
guys every day.
You don't scare me.
Yeah. You know, I was like, unless you want to hire some Nigerian brothers, I'm not getting scared right now.
And not the
So.
just say Mosomole ones
Yeah,
either.
the juicy
Somole.
Smolier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smolier. You
Gotta
still
have-
haven't
got-
looked at that Netflix thing, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Did you see? I don't know if you look at Netflix, Hootie Hoo. Do you?
I do.
Okay. Did you look at the thing from now? Why the hell is his name escaping me now? I can't even believe that. This comedian. Oh my gosh. Dave Chappelle. Oh wow. I'm getting
Somebody
old.
remind us in the chat here.
Yeah, I'm getting old. Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Did you look at Dave Chappelle's special, Sticks and
Yeah.
Stones?
No, but I had a bunch of people this week comment, "I'm here because of Dave Chappelle," and I had no idea what.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
talking- I don't know what that meant, but I got that comment.
That is funny to me. That is funny. Oh, people were saying that, huh?
Yeah, people are randomly commenting on my videos. I'm here because of Dave Chappelle.
And you didn't think, maybe I should go see if there's something went down with Dave Chappelle.
Maybe that's something I
You
should
should.
look at.
Yeah. It was pretty funny. You should check it out. He was talking, he did mention guns, but he talked about a bunch of different things, but he did talk about guns in there. You know, and he talked about going and shopping for a gun. I think he went shopping for a shotgun, and he was talking about the different kinds of shotgun shells and stuff like that. I think you might find it interesting.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you ever thought about doing stand-up comedy.
No.
No? Okay. I've seen you dance. You're pretty funny.
Oh my. Delete that from your memory.
No, it's too late, man. It's locked in. I'm going to have to look that up somewhere and put it on the broadcast here.
Oh my.
I'm going to have to go to your channel here in a second. Don't tempt me.
Forget about that.
Yeah. You didn't see Hootie Hoo dancing, did you, Walter?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, he makes... Oh, that was on Instagram. Oh, okay. He makes you look like John Travolta. I'll just say that.
Really?
Wait, that was on Instagram? I thought I saw that on YouTube.
It's on both. I just put a clip on Instagram.
Oh, okay, yeah, there was a clip. Yeah, okay, I know, I saw it on YouTube, so I might have to go find that thing. So, okay, let's jump into this news here. Whether you guys have heard it or not, you haven't. Actually, let me share this with folks. Huh? I'm gonna share this with the folks in the chat. Shout out to everyone in the chat, by the way. Oh, by the way, Lola told me that there's a snippet up, the snippet from last night, where we were talking about roosters. And everyone except me was laughing uncontrollably. I, of course, kept my composure. I was very, very professional. So that snippet is up there. I don't know if you saw that, Walter, or Hootie Hoo. I don't know if you guys are looking last night.
I was in and out on the
Oh, okay.
watching some one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And
phone call.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We had a discussion. You know what? I'm just going to advise you, if you want to see what happened, you can look at the snippet. It's up on the YouTube /Hank Strange if anyone wants to check it out. That's up there. And then also, I took down the video talking about San Francisco declaring the NRA a terrorist organization. I had to take that down because YouTube kept going after that video. And they were pushing it way down. It is up on Gunstreamer. We took it down. We tried to put it back up. Lola's telling me they're still, for whatever reason, they don't want me to talk about the news now. All of a sudden, so.
Well, because
Go ahead, Walt. No, you
no,
could.
you know, the news is what it is. The news. So if you actually read the news for what it is and don't make news,
Yeah.
or fake news, then it doesn't always go their way. So they don't like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Archangel says, have you seen some of Hootie Hoo's videos? Some are comedy gold.
Not by design.
No, that's not
I
deliberate.
was gonna say, are they intended to be comedy gold?
Just
or are
roll
they
with
just,
it. Roll with it. Yeah. Kathleen Music Lover put up a picture of a hen. I'm going to assume. A hen or rooster. I'm not going to say the other, which are all legal words that we can use for roosters. You guys are going to have to look up all the different
You can't
words.
use the C word?
No, I don't know. They keep, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, Walter. I don't
See,
know,
that's
man.
why my video's going in and out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. So listen, let's get to this thing from Fox News. This is in Fox News, by the way. I'll throw it up here on the screen. We'll talk about that real quick here, and then we'll get into other things. DOJ sends gun legislation package to White House as debate rages over mass shootings. And it says Department of Justice has sent a package of legislative proposals on gun violence to the White House. A person familiar with the matter told Fox News as the debate rages over how lawmakers and the president should respond to recent spates of deadly mass shootings. The White House has said had the proposals for 2 weeks, according to the source, but has not yet sent anything along to Capitol Hill. It was not immediately clear what proposals are included in the DOJ package. As Walter says, Department of Justice, this is kind of like going backwards. They're not supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be telling them what the laws are, and they get out there and enforce it. But President Trump has signaled a willingness to at least consider new measures while insisting he will also defend Second Amendment rights. Meanwhile, Democratic presidential candidates have gone so far as to urge mandatory gun buyback programs and
Which
other
is confiscation, by the way.
measures. We can go on with this. Walter?
What I said was mandatory anything is nothing but confiscation. So.
Yeah. Oh, the mandatory buybacks?
Yeah, mandatory buyback. What is that mandatory buyback garbage?
That's not. This is America. That's not going to work. You can try
I
that
think
crap
that they should
wherever you
Well, then that's the case. All the security guards get their guns taken away too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it fair now. Come on.
Yeah. I think those are horrible ideas. I'm not mandatorily selling anything. So, Walter, you're going out again. What do you think about this, Hootie Hoo?
Oh, I don't know, man. It's pretty black and white. I don't even watch the news anymore. There's a bunch of crazy people out there, and
yeah, you tune out from this kind of stuff. Is there a price that you'd be willing to sell your guns to the government?
I mean, like $50 million, they can have it all, and then I can spend $1 million on the street and get some back, and I'll disappear.
Oh, okay. You really think they're gonna $50 million? We'll have some serious inflation under those circumstances. It'll be like living in what were those African nations? Walter?
Nigeria.
Nigeria's bad. It's bad. It's not that bad. There was another African country that inflation was ridiculous that you had to
Mozambique. Is it Mozambique or
I don't know.
Zimbabwe? The one that's run
Zimbabwe.
by the one that's run by the socialist dude who's been there. He's the old guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Black Source Shinobi says Hank NRA not terrorist. The leftist slander. 5 million people is the members of the NRA. Where's the justice?
Zimbabwe.
Is it Zimbabwe that has the crazy? Yeah, Zimbabwe has the crazy money.
Yeah, one of those countries that used to be, well, anyways.
Yeah.
European, and then they went full on local, and then it just went.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not mandatorily giving anything over, so I think some of that's in the news. I saw Meghan McCain was talking about it.
Oh, she's not giving her guns up, yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of other people were talking about that. Not a good idea for America.
Not a good idea for anybody.
Yeah, and also not working in the places where they tried that crap. It's not working over there, so good luck with that nonsense. Let's see what else we got here. So let's see. What do the folks think about this DOJ thing? Is it too early for you guys? You haven't gotten the chance. No one knows what's in there. That's the whole thing about it. Who knows what they're putting out there? I know when's Congress going back into session? I think soon, right? Are they back?
I'm not sure when they go back. I mean, it's
yeah.
Yeah.
These guys get a lot of time off, by the way. Does anyone else notice that, or is it just me that these bastards have a lot of time off? Here's something else. So I don't know. Here, the Walmart thing has been around. At least you guys heard about the Walmart situation.
Yeah, I heard about the Walmart stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know this, but now Walgreens and CVS are jumping on the Walmart bandwagon along with Kroger. So Walgreens, CVS joined Walmart, Kroger in asking shoppers not to open carry guns in stores. So yeah, they're jumping on that bandwagon. Now you're not going to be able to get. Where are you going to get your prescriptions from now, people? This is what I would like to know.
Don't play that game because you're not. They all have the same policies. In the end, it'll all turn out the same way. So like I said, where are you going to go? Right. You're going to go to Canada. You're going to go to Canada. You're going to go to China. Where are you going to go?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think all of these companies want to be social justice warriors. They all want to jump on that thing, on that bandwagon. If you're in a state that you can open carry and you can open carry your pistol, I say do it. You know, they can ask all they want to. You do what you have to do. You know, and forget about these people. We're gonna have to open. We're gonna have to open like Bubba Mart or something like that. What do you think, Hootie? Who can you put some money together? We open up. Yeah, maybe we sell your convertible pickup truck.
That thing's almost done, by the way.
I don't know if you know this, Walter, but Hootie Who is working on a convertible pickup truck.
I'll have to check it out.
I guess 22s for it the other day.
Oh, 22s.
22s.
Yeah. Okay. Do you really think that's big enough? I mean, what are rims? Rims are going up to like 35s now, man.
Well, that's all I could afford. I actually, believe it or not, I traded a High Point 45 for the rims.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Oh, man, I tell you what, you are now officially rated as a brother now. you got your license now, man. Come on, man.
You might as well make that pickup truck a donk, though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Donkify that thing.
I'm gonna paint it candy green. So.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
You know what's funny? I was driving the other day here in Gainesville, and I saw someone with a convertible pickup truck. I was like,
who wannabe?
Yeah. I was like, what? First of all, I thought I was looking because it was big and it was a convertible. I was like, is this a Rolls Royce or something? And I realized, no, this is an F-150.
That's awesome.
I was like, damn, okay, this is a thing now. So, you got a convertible kit and all that, right? No. You got a soft top kit? No?
He got a saw.
I got a saw. And every time.
Okay, so you're not going to put a soft top on it?
Eventually we'll make one for it, but this is a budget build.
Budget build. Okay.
High budget build.
Okay. You can sew together a soft top, man.
Yeah,
that could be done. You know, get some rice bags well, no, that's not waterproof.
Rice bags?
Yeah, that's not waterproof.
Rice bags.
Yeah, that's not, Maybe some tarp.
I'm keeping my eye out for a cloth bed cover and then just going to cut it and sew it to it.
Oh, okay. Listen, you can pretty much use anything and then rhino line whatever you use, man.
Yeah, just get some, what do you call it? You could put some screen up there and then put some, the stuff that the dude does on the TV. Where he makes a boat out of it.
Flex Seal?
Flex Seal, yeah. Make a Flex Seal lid for it. Yeah, there you go.
That might actually work.
Yeah, it's going to be waterproof.
You get you a blue tarp, stretch it out nice and tight, and then get some Flex Seal.
Yeah, just leave the bendy bits open. Don't Flex Seal the bendy bits.
You know that stuff you put down in landscaping to keep the weeds from coming up?
The black
that plastic netting looking stuff.
Yeah,
I've got that. We could, and I have a couple cans of Flex Seal, so maybe that might work.
Okay, it's going to be a lot of Flex Seal.
You could be the next Flex Seal sensation. On
I think Flex Seal. Is there a spray version of Flex Seal?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some.
Yeah. Let's see here. Eric Hammond says Chevy and Dodge both made convertible pickups. And then Jason St. Pierre says no top makes mounting the 50 cal up top easier.
Yeah.
Is that what you're planning on doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a mount.
Yeah.
Drive around the mall with the 50 on
Open carry. That's what it is. It's open carry.
Yeah, open carry. Oh. Yeah. And then YNH says they sell it by the gallon.
Yes, they do.
They sell the Flex Seal by the gallon. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, how long before you get this this project done?
A couple weeks.
Couple weeks. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's see here. All right. Let's see what other news things are out there here that we can go on to. If you guys have something you want to get into, let me know.
Did you see where the poor Democrats are getting pushed out of the debates? The ones that are just not letting them. They're not letting some of them be in it anymore.
Oh, yeah, because there's too many.
Because nobody cares.
Yeah, they have to start, culling the herd.
Well, I told you that they got to clear out. They got to use those for targets for a while, and then the chick from Hawaii with the gray hair streak, she's out of there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's some other dude, I don't know what his name is, but he's definitely not as decent looking as that chick from Hawaii. But
yeah. First of all, if you're going to get rid of anyone, get rid of the not so good looking people.
Oh yeah. First thing, get rid of the haggard ones and keep the better looking ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which is weird. I'm pretty sure that they want to. That the Democratic Party is going to want to push a female up there. But we'll see. If they really want Joe Biden or something, I guess they'll go for that.
Great. Good Joe.
Yeah. Armament and Axis says, hooty hoo, so how are you getting to work while the truck is getting finished?
Drive my wife's car.
Oh. Okay. There you go.
I drove a motorcycle today.
Oh, okay. Nice. Like you said, it's nice weather, right? Yeah, what is your bike? What is it, a Harley?
No, it's a Kawasaki Vulcan 1500.
Okay, Vulcan. All right, cool. One of the big boys.
4-man Harley.
Yeah. Listen, there's other technology out there from the Harley. That's chain drive or shaft drive.
Shaft drive.
Oh, so you can get reverse on that then?
You could, but
oh, okay.
Have it.
Why do you need reverse on a motorcycle?
The only reason I know about this, Walter, is
you got like a sidecar or something.
No, if you have a sidecar or you want to convert your motorcycle into a reverse trike, then
everybody buys a motorcycle to do that. Come on.
So I might have done some research. on that.
You get reverse and a gallon of Flex Seal. Boom.
There you go.
That's all you need.
Yeah, that's your next project, Hootie Hoo. Turn your motorcycle into a reverse trike. Okay.
If you ever become a full-time YouTuber,
yeah. When you get 10 million views off of that, just hook a brother up, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
And get him some 36s, okay?
Yeah. We'll donk something out, just in celebration, Maybe you'll be up there with Mr. Beast. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you know who that is. So.
Yeah, I watch his stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Let's see. So, okay, Walgreens, CVS, Kroger. Yeah, I guess everyone's going to be boycotting those guys. There's some other stuff here. Oh, I saw that the gun lobby, I'm just trying to get some gun stuff out of the way here while we're talking about this. The gun lobby made a big ad buy. So this is in the Daily Beast. Gun lobby makes biggest ad buy in years. The firearms industry lobbying group is spending about $250,000 on ads. That's actually disappointing. I gotta be honest.
That's not much money. That's not even Wayne
ads, that's all the gun lobby has.
Yeah,
directed as lawmakers as the gun debate intensifies on Capitol Hill, according to an official with the group, the National Shooting Sports Foundation. The trade group that represents the gun industry has started running ads in Washington. According to NSSF official, it's their first major ad buy in years, a sign of the pressure lawmakers face to change in America's gun laws. Its goal, according to NSF official, is to highlight the industry's stance on background checks and ensure it participates in federal talks on gun safety. So, it sounds like we lost Walter again. Not
am I going again?
Yeah. Oh, you're there. I can hear you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you think about that? They're making ad buys, $250,000. Do you think that's enough? I mean, Bloomberg spends $250,000 every day, at least. You know.
I gotta go see something, guys. I gotta see what's going on with the internet.
Oh, okay. All right, Walt. Yeah. Yeah. Walter's having some serious internet woes here. So James Miller said that's sad. $250,000. How about making a real effort? Yeah. Gun industry, probably to them that's a lot of money. I think it's going to take a lot more money than that to convince folks out there. You know. So, let's see, what else. Brian Quick says, "I bet Hank wants a bullpup folding reverse trike."
Oh,
it could be done. It could be done. Put 2 bullpups on a reverse trike, and I mean, you got a war machine right there. Yeah.
Have you seen the guy Dragon Man?
Yeah, Dragon Man. Oh yeah, he's cool. Yeah.
He's got guns on his bike.
Yeah. He's got a flamethrower on one of his motorcycles, Dragon Man. Yeah. Yeah. I've actually seen it in person. When I was in Colorado last year or something, we went to visit his museum in Colorado Springs. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Walter, you okay? Oh. Okay. What?
So I don't know if it's gonna make. Is it still doing it?
Yeah. Go ahead. Keep talking.
No, I told them to get off the internet. Both of them were sitting there with doing stuff. So.
Oh.
We had problems early. They had problems earlier connecting. I didn't. Now when I come to do this, I have problem connecting and they don't. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I'm hooked right up to the network, cable-wise, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It happens. It happens from time to time.
Yeah.
Happens from time to time. So
maybe I should connect. Maybe I connect to another server like in Austria or in Brazil or something and see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go to Bulgaria just for fun and see how the connection is there. I don't know. Let's see.
So what do you think about this ad buy from the firearms industry, man? $250,000. They dropped a cool $250,000.
Yeah, how fast a $250,000 goes with advertising stuff?
Pretty fast. I mean, I don't think that pays for the Super Bowl even.
Oh, yeah. Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, Super Bowl is at least $1 million, right? At least $1 million to play that one time during the Super Bowl. You know.
Yeah, it's $250,000 is nothing for advertising stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When it goes really fast, especially when you start doing TV and things like that. So, I don't know they'll do TV, but it'll just be like, you would think. You would think that they'd have the NSF, which I'm a member of, would have their own like internet kind of thing, where they pay somebody and they do stuff on the internet. That new thing called the internet?
Right. Yeah. I mean, like Google AdSense or something?
Yeah. Constant contact, stuff like that, just real simple stuff.
Uh-huh.
That those young people do.
Yeah.
And, but I don't know, whatever.
Listen,
maybe they'll hook up with some ad agency and spend it all in a month.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lots of people in the firearms industry, lots of companies are way, way behind, man. Those dudes are just finding out about Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So it's,
they've been on, they were on the Hillary plan, and this takes a while to, get out of that. Well, it's going to get better here in a minute. Maybe they'll ban some guns and the glory days will be back. I don't know. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. We will see what will happen. I think that I'm sure they've got email lists or something like that. They need to reach out to their customers, get their customers to reach out to their representatives in Congress and the Senate, etc., the local representatives, because there's stuff that on the state level that people have to worry about out there. Red Bear says I'd be complaining if they spent more. Why would I do that? Why would I? Yeah, I'm going to ask you this question, Red Bear. Why would I complain if the firearms industry spent more money on advertising? I don't. I don't. That does not compute to me.
Well, as long as they're not buying suits with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, we went over the firearms industry thing the other day, right? I think there were companies in there like, what was it? Was it Ruger? Was it Smith & Wesson? $650 million a year, $400 million a year. Those guys are making lots of money. Why wouldn't they spend money on advertising?
Well,
and not just in magazines, because it seems like that's the only place. Not just in magazines. There's lots of places. I know that YouTube's not going to take advertising money really from the industry. But maybe the industry should be out there. Folks like us, like me, you, Hootie Hoo, we're making things that the people out there that are interested in firearms are watching. Maybe they should be investing in the platforms that those people are on, or the places that we're going to be going to, since YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all these places want to push us off. Maybe they should invest in that because it has to do with the future. I think I would like to see them spend more money for sure.
they can have their own blogs. They can have their own where they talk about all their 500 different guns these company make. I just got a flyer from one of the distributors, and I swear Ruger must make 500 different models. It seems like, I mean, there's every freaking kind of model you can think of, and every caliber in the world. It's like you could,
I was just looking at something. I just realized I had this husk of Ruger.
Where's the rest of it?
We put it into like a chassis. Remember?
Different chassis. So what are you gonna do with that? You're gonna hawk that, or you're gonna?
I think I'm gonna make this gold and like hang it around my neck, or maybe make an earring or something. I never pierced my ears. I look like one of those, like some of those African dudes with the big piercing.
You be like you. I'm gonna say this. You're gonna be like Ubangi Chief.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe like a nose bone deal.
Maybe you can hang the high point on one side and the other one on the other.
Oh boy, like a matching set.
This is an empty stock too, so.
Yeah. It's just a husk. It's just a husk of a gun.
Yeah, it's a husk of a gun. Yes.
Yeah. Who out there actually has here? Let's see. What's Walter throwing up now? What's that, Walt?
I got the.
Oh, that's the bullpup.
The high tower conversion for that high point that we did.
Yeah. We need to get a video popping on that.
Yeah, we need to do some stuff on that. Yeah, I gotta shoot that ammo up that Richard Hughes gave me. So.
Yeah. So here's a question for Hootie Hoo. Do you believe in firearms related jewelry, sir?
Sure.
Yeah. Every now and then I get some firearms related jewelry for Lola. If I see something nice that's somehow bullet themed, gun themed or something like that, right?
Saw on Instagram this watch company. I don't know if it's affiliated with Magnum Research, but a bunch of the watch faces are revolver cylinders and stuff like that.
Oh, really? Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you remember what company it was?
It's called Revolver, but they spell it
like
RVLV or something short like that. It's like
Revolver.
Okay. House.
Oh, okay. Yeah, has anyone else seen that? That sounds interesting. I like watches. Watch face that looks like a revolver. That might be cool. What do you think, Walt?
Sure, if that's your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let me see.
Let's close that.
Let's see what we got going on here.
Does my internet connection seem to be better now that I got my
a little bit better. Yeah. I'm sure there's people not happy about you being on thing. Red Bear says we complained when they dumped millions with Ackerman. That was NRA.
Yeah, that was NRA. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
NSFF, the National Shooting Sports Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
They love to pat themselves on the back, and pat all the CEOs of the companies on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And they have their little meetings at the SHOT Show and stuff. I don't know what good it does for us, but it makes all those suit type gun people real happy and excited, and they get on they're on a new committee and they're doing this, they're doing that. So I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think like SHOT Show, I go to it. Obviously, you go to SHOT. Do you go to SHOT Show, Hootie? I don't
No,
know if
I've never been.
you've never been. I go out there and it's cool and everything, but I think they're not really using the platform of SHOT Show to the best of their abilities.
No.
But it's tough to talk to
No.
these people and tell them to do something.
No,
Yeah,
well,
they're kind of backwards.
you're talking to corporate suits for the
Mhm.
most part. So,
Yeah.
yeah, like I've said before, SHOT Show resisted the fastest growing sector in the firearms industry, the
Mhm.
black rifles, the tactical style stuff,
Mhm.
law enforcement section. They fought that tooth and nail, the expansion of it,
Mhm.
because it's not duck calls and it's not Remingtons and it's not, it's just not.
Calls.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just not SHOT Show.
Mhm.
So, but it's the fastest growing section of the
Mhm.
show,
Mhm.
and when they open up in 8 o'clock in the morning on the law enforcement side, a lot of mornings is jam packed full of people because everybody wants to go see the cool new guns.
Right.
How many you turn a model 700 a different color, and it still be cool.
Mhm.
I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
That's why you see these companies that went to the pump shotguns with the magazines and everything else, because
Mhm.
there's an attraction to that.
Mhm.
How many times are you going to make a bolt action Weatherby the different shade of camo? I don't know. It just doesn't do nothing for me. I could care less.
What? So you've been, you actually go there and you would exhibit in SHOT Show. What do you think would make SHOT Show better if the NSSF had those kinds of things going on? What do you think would be?
I don't know how you make it better.
Mhm.
I don't want it open to the public because that just turns it into a big freaking clusterfuck. I mean,
Mhm.
because everybody's there to grab the free stuff off the table.
Mhm.
Looking for the swag. And they do that right now, enough as it is. So
There's a lot of people from the public in there. I mean, I see lots of people that they have friends that have a gun store or whatever it is. Yeah, but most of those people that you would see there from the Nevada area or Las Vegas area, because I don't know a lot of people in the public who are gonna pay for flights and hotel rooms and everything just to walk around and get swag. Although I hear you could sell a lot of that stuff, I guess, and make money.
Yeah, well, the HK and
Oh, you froze there
the
for a
Dylan
second.
Arrow calendars end up.
Go ahead.
The HK calendars and Dylan Arrow calendars end up on eBay the day after SHOT Show.
Okay.
And all that stuff. I mean, even patches. People collect all the patches from SHOT,
Mhm.
and they'll throw them up on the patch boards for $20,
Mhm.
$30. People buy the stuff. So,
Mhm.
but I don't know how you'd make it better. I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's a way to make it better.
Well, so what's the original intention of SHOT Show? What is the purpose? Why do you go to SHOT Show?
Well, you go there to show your stuff off, and people are supposed to be placing orders for the next year. That's the concept.
Right. So as a manufacturer, you're going to SHOT Show, and you're thinking that who's coming in to place orders? Gun stores?
Yeah, the gun
Owners?
stores.
Okay.
You see other manufacturers. It's a place to network too. You see,
Mm-hmm.
you might run your stuff might get seen by people that normally wouldn't see your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much you advertise.
Okay. So does marketing or social media have anything to do with it? I mean, I know I hang out with you at SHOT Show, but
I mean,
is that
as you
part
know,
of,
a lot. And as you know, a lot of the social media types say, "I don't like SHOT Show because this, that, and the other, blah blah blah." Well, because it's not about them. That's why they don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
To be quite, my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
it's not about the guy with the internet thing. It's about but nevertheless. Well, I don't need to go there to see the stuff. That's what they say also.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you don't. But
Right.
a lot of foreigners there too. A lot of foreign people come in out of country to see stuff and see the new products. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. There's not really a replacement for SHOT at this time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there ever will be because SHOT continues to grow, as much as everybody hates it, it continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So
Right. I know. So one of the things that that I've heard from people going to SHOT Show, like I know there's a store that I know of, right, northeast, in the northeast. That's, I guess the closest I can say if anyone wants to figure out where it is. But anyway, there's a store that I know of that the people that ran the store, they would go to SHOT Show all the time, but the people who actually own it and run it don't know so much about the gun world, right? But the guy who's the manager of the store, he understands because he's dealing with the customers every day, and he understands what those customers are looking for. A lot of time, those customers go in there, folks like my brother, folks like the people who are out there right now, they go into their local gun store because they saw Hootie Who make a video, or whoever you were, Twang and Bang, they saw Hickok 45, military, whoever it is, they see this video about this thing, and then they go into their local gun store, and they're like, hey, do you guys have this? So he realizes that that's where a lot of the sales would be, and he would go to SHOT Show and look at things and go, oh, I think people are going to be into this. Just like what you're saying, right? They're looking for these different things. And I was hearing this story about how he ordered all this stuff that he knew people were going to want to buy, but then the people who actually own the store, that they inherited it from their parents or grandparents or whatever, and don't have any clue about what people are doing today, they would come along and cancel all of those sales. And then buy some stuff because these people at SHOT Show took them out to a party, they had a nice dinner, this thing or that thing, and then they have all this crap back at the store that no one's coming in there looking for.
Well, that's when that guy that was buying that stuff should look for another place to work.
Yeah. But I think what I'm trying to say to you, I think that's a big disconnect, of what's going on here. Well, and people just don't realize that, like, the world changed, and you need to, even stores. So what I'm saying, like, you're not a store, right? But no. and I'm sure Hootie Who, you have a store that you deal with all the time, right?
Yeah.
How does that look from that store's point of view? Am I onto something there? Am I totally off base? How does that look?
Yeah, I mean.
No, I mean, the guys reviewing guns on the internet definitely sell guns, or they don't sell guns. One or the other, depending on how the review goes. When Brobsky runs 5,000 rounds through a gun and it survives, that's a pretty good gun.
Yeah. There might be some people out there going, oh, I think I need to get
right. Now, not that the average guy will ever shoot 5,000.
No, right.
Because it won't.
Yeah.
But if you know that it can do it, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, that stuff does help. I mean, obviously, in the gun world, that stuff helps. Yes. You got to remember, there's a whole other world out there that doesn't watch those videos either.
Yeah.
True. I don't do the internet. I've heard that shit all the time.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
They're watching.
Hootie Who doesn't do the internet.
I don't do the internet. But
there are people like that. But those guys are the I don't know if we want to call them FUDs, traditionalists, or whatever. But a lot of those people, what are they buying? Are those guns getting passed down? Are they just interested in ammo when they go in? What are those guys looking for when they go in the store?
They're looking for iron sights. That's what they're looking for.
Really, iron sights.
All the old farts that comment on my videos say, I don't need a scope.
What, these newfangled scopes? Who needs that?
Yeah. They don't need to sell hunting rifles with iron sights anymore, buddy.
that would be a hard. Factory iron sights on a bolt action rifle, probably pretty hard to find.
Yeah, I mean, what kind? Yeah. Now listen, some of the old dudes used to. It's like shooting the M1A1, right?
Yeah. Well, I get this one a lot. I can shoot my 30-30 at 500 yards. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
What I mean, how long? Okay, let's ask ourselves, how long have scopes been around? This is old technology. It's not new.
Oh yeah, there's always going to be optics because there's always. Actually, the old guys a lot of times need it more than the younger guys because they can't see the end of the barrel.
Yeah.
I mean, they might think they can see the end of the barrel, but they can't see the end of the freaking barrel. or they can't line the two things up because their eyeballs are so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, you know,
right, right.
I mean, scopes have been around as long.
Huh?
Scopes have almost been around as long as there have been rifles.
They've been around for a long time. Yeah.
Long time. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even back in World War II, I don't know how much snipery there was going on with iron sights. I'm not saying there wasn't. No, there were snipers, and I'm not saying that some of them weren't using iron sights, but they had some kind of scopes going back then, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the technology of scopes might not be up to what we have now, but there was something.
Oh yeah, they had decent scopes. I mean, they didn't have these 20 power multi this and multi that and illuminated reticles and all that stuff. But yeah, they just did it old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on. Ant Diesel Vision says this is why we get demonetized on YouTube. We're walking advertisements for the gun industry. YouTube gets no cut. And then he goes on to say they also demonetize food reviews for that exact reason. Here's the thing. YouTube doesn't want to cut. A lot of the firearms industry is not allowed to advertise on YouTube. It's not.
I can't advertise.
Yeah, go ahead, Walt.
You can't advertise on Facebook. You can't even say, you can't put anything up. Even if you want to do it and pay them, they won't take it.
Right.
Yeah. You know,
and then Ant Diesel Vision is going on to say our gun industry needs to advertise on YouTube to get us monetized. But they cannot. YouTube policies say no. You do see some things on YouTube. I'm not going to deny that. I see NRA a lot. USCCA I see.
Right.
What I have seen some gun industry stuff on YouTube. I don't know if you have any idea.
For a while they were doing that holster that the gun goes in your pants and looks like a cell phone case, and you pull it up. You remember that ad?
Oh, okay, yeah. The fast thing or whatever. Yeah. Okay. There's some things that YouTube allows, but they don't. Like Walter, I know you've tried to do advertising there, and they're not going for it.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, we actually probably about 3 years ago, we slid for a Black Friday thing. We slid an advertisement on the Facebook, and I don't know how it got on there, and we sold quite a few rifles as a result of it. I tried to do it the following year.
They figured you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. And I'm like, I've tried even the most subtle things. I guess there's ways you can advertise, but you know, you really got to beat around the bush, and it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Why do that? You know?
Yeah. Simpson Road Larry says holsters. I do see holster things, but you don't see. I'm trying to remember. Has anyone ever seen Daniel Defense or Smith & Wesson or Ruger? Yeah. You know, do they let Barnauls or any of those places advertise on YouTube?
You see what? Speaking of Barnauls, you see what they did with the Walmart thing?
No, what did they do? I missed that.
They came out with their own Walmart logo knockoff.
Oh yeah.
about the bullet things, about the ammo stuff.
Oh okay.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. It was up on their website. I was told about it today. So.
Oh, it was on was it on the Instagram?
No, on Brownell's website.
Oh, it was on the website.
I believe. Yeah,
okay.
I think so yeah.
So Ant Diesel Vision says, let me go ahead. He says, Ant Diesel Vision says, I see a bunch of ads for holsters, helmets, and such. HK and Glock money alone could get YouTube to change their stand. No. I'm not trying to. I understand exactly where you're coming from, man. It would be cool if it was like that, but they have made they are not allowing that. They're not going to allow. No. Have you ever seen Glock on there? If Glock could advertise, they'd be advertising.
Did you see the old Armory ads with the cat with the diner and the Glock where all the cops are in there and they all point at the guy trying to rob the place? Remember that one that they did?
But that's a lot of stuff that Glock was making and people were sharing and they were putting on their social media. But they're not necessarily letting. Did we ever see? I don't know. Let us know. Like if you've seen a gun advertising on YouTube, let us know what you've seen on there because they don't let everyone advertise on there.
No.
Yeah, Lola's saying USCCA. We do see them. We see NRA was able to advertise.
But there's no guns in those ads, though.
Yeah.
There's no physical firearms in those ads, I don't think.
I'll tell you guys, YouTube won't let me advertise. So, like, if there's other YouTubers, so let's say in the car world, a guy's trying to grow his audience in the car world, and he'll go on he'll advertise against the big car YouTube channels, right? And they allow that. but they won't let gun guys advertise against the other, like the big gun guy channels. They don't want that. There's a specific thing that they don't want to happen. This is the reason why they wouldn't let me talk about San Francisco calling the NRA terrorists. You know, even though that's news. They don't like the idea of me saying these people in San Francisco call the NRA. Yeah.
Because you're talking about their buddies.
Yeah. Eric Smith says he remembers Glock ads. So well, Glock at one point was able. Glock at one point was able to do that. I don't know.
I don't remember it, but then again, that's
Mm-hmm. They've changed the policies. They're not really allowing it now. And here's what I think is the solution to that. The industry needs to support alternative platforms, like the stuff that I'm removing from YouTube because they're coming down on it. Every now and then we turn around and there's 2 pages of videos on YouTube that they've demonetized that belong to us. Okay, 20, 30, 40 videos at one time that they hit. So when we try to contest that and get them to reverse it. Some of them we get to reverse. Most of it they come back and go nope. And then that's on Gunstreamer. Maybe the industry needs to get up with platforms like Gunstreamer and other platforms that are out there and give them an infusion of money, and then you would see more of us going over there and they would be able to actually advertise directly to an audience over there, I don't know. That's just some crazy wild idea that I have. I don't know. Yeah.
They don't have any YouTube doesn't have any problem, even though they don't pay you for it. They have no problem throwing ads in your videos.
Yeah.
Honda doesn't have any problem advertising during your video.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they just throw. You don't make any money from it, but they do, which I think is probably not very right.
And even on mine that get demonetized, they still play ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
As Clover Tax says, they say limited or no ads. So it's up to them. Basically, limited or no ads means, okay, if this company for some reason says, ooh, we do want this advertising on this thing, then they'll play an ad on there. But what they've done is they've basically suppressed your video down because they have a built-in reason called money to push other people's videos that the advertisers would more rather go with, right?
Yep.
So that's the whole thing. Once they do that to you, they push your video down. Once they've pushed that video down, it's very hard for you to get discovery. That video is basically going to be at a standstill. So 1 or 2 people coming in, or even 10 people, to be honest with you, 100 people or 1,000 people coming in and looking at that video and getting advertising against it isn't really going to do anything when you're talking about like pennies or fractions of pennies. So I just think that they have these policies and the only way around it is another platform. Because it's their policy and they don't want it. Why would YouTube get mad at me making a video talking about how San Francisco says that the NRA are terrorists? Why? I mean, that's news.
Agenda.
Yeah, exactly. So
agenda.
They have an agenda. They have a clear agenda there. So
it doesn't. Yeah, it's not unexpected.
Yeah. Eric Smith says that's a good idea. Maybe Gunstreamer and Full 30 should try to court the companies. Believe me, they do.
Yeah. I mean,
they try.
Yeah, you just got to get. Once again, you got to get past that. It's not like my company where you can talk to me directly. You got to talk to some person in the in the department that does advertising, and then they push it up the line, and next thing you know, the money people say, "Nah, I don't think so."
So I mean, I'll tell you guys a secret. Last SHOT Show, and most of the time, there is every now and then I go to SHOT Show on behalf of some company or whatever. That doesn't really happen all the time. I think that's maybe happened once or twice. I think I went for Guns America one time, and I was doing
Yeah.
videos for them. I think I went to SHOT Show on behalf of Big Daddy Guns one time. I think that's probably it in like the 7 years so far that I've been going to SHOT Show. But last SHOT Show, I went there and I met with the guys from Gunstreamer, and I introduced them to a bunch of people in the firearms industry. So far as I know, none of those companies have like come to the table to Gunstreamer to say, hey, you know, let's do something. How can we help you guys out? That's what I know. I'm not saying that gun companies haven't done it. I've seen now on Gunstreamer, there's some advertising. There's a lot more people over on Gunstreamer. Hickok is over there, for crying out loud. You know?
Well, it doesn't take anything really to be over there.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah. And also he's where Hootie Who, are you over there? Are you on Gunstreamer?
Yeah, I'm on there.
Yeah. So yes, it's not difficult for anyone to get on there, but there are people. There's an audience there, and that audience is growing, and
Right.
And people are watching stuff over there. But the industry is still sitting on the fence and not saying, hey, let's maybe talk to these guys and see what we can do to help them. And put some of our... We're talking here, the NSSF is telling us that the industry is putting money for advertising. It's $250,000. That's one suit for Wayne LaPierre. That's one freaking suit. Right?
Yeah.
I like what Razor JB says. Full 30 is a joke.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into that.
No, you can get into it. Listen, I've been on there for a long time. I know Mac's not on there. Is not. I know Mac was at one time an owner, and now he's not an owner anymore. You know, I think Full 30 has some issues, and it's not just the fault of the industry. I think it's the same kind of thing going on. I think Full 30 was very innovative in the beginning, but I don't think they really were able to build that out as fast as they wanted to and get everyone from the gun community that creates content on there fast enough. And then also they couldn't get the industry supporting it and all that. It takes money to do this and build this out. It takes a tremendous amount of money.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a chance, it's a risk. But most people in this world that we live in are risk averse. Right? And ultimately, they're not going to say, "Oh, let me take a risk and put some money in this direction because I don't know what's going to happen." And I feel like the gun industry is kind of like that. You know, they're making all their bets on, we'll have our own YouTube channel. Everyone will come look at us on YouTube. Well, one day YouTube will just go, "No, your channel's dead. It's gone." Or like when we had Dave from Liberty Suppressors on the other day. One, YouTube was just deleting certain videos of his. They were just deleting it. Because he's not monetized or anything, right? So they would just delete a video, and then also they went into some of his videos and edited them.
Whoa.
So when he goes to shoot, it goes black. When he's done shooting, it comes back.
That sounds like... Oh, when you
Yeah.
when you go black,
you never go back.
You're never coming back.
So I think that's what's coming down, but the industry doesn't realize that. They're just like, oh, well, the cool thing's Instagram and Facebook, and we got to get up on that, and they don't
Well,
think
they're all
in
owned by the same people.
Yeah, one day they're going to go, no more soup for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So, I don't know. It's a tough thing, and the reason why I brought it up, I know we kind of like went down a rabbit hole on this. I wish that at SHOT Show, Walter, the industry would spend more time. They don't have to talk to me. I'm like small potatoes, right? I don't register on the Richter scale or the radar or anything. But how about the industry try to talk to some of the bigger dudes here in the game? Why wouldn't they try to do that? You know, if you put the top 10 guys together, you've got millions and millions of followers. More followers than the NRA has the people that pay money to members. Yeah, more followers than that, right? If you put the top 10 YouTube dudes
but you
together.
have to be willing to let go a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to let, that's like relationships. If you'll never meet anybody if you're not willing to take a chance, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're always worried you're going to get hurt or whatever, blah, 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 you're never going to meet anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You got every once in a while, just take a shot at it, see what happens, you know. If it works, great. If it don't, have a nice day.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that is part of it. They have to, you know, you've got to let things fall where they may. Now, if you get in with the gun industry and some of these people are doing stuff on the internet and your gun doesn't fare very well, you know.
Yeah, but people are making your gun better by testing it and pointing out things that are wrong with it. That's going to happen anyway. You can't stop that. Maybe you can learn from that.
But remember, there's a lot of egos in the gun industry that think that their gun is the most awesome thing in the world. Mm-hmm. And how dare you say you need a quick disconnect? Okay. Or your barrel's too short, or your barrel's too long, or it's the wrong color, or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
So
can't handle the criticism.
Why are you making pink camouflage guns? You know, that kind of thing. It's like
yeah. I've even had some gun manufacturers tell me they are not fans of Hank Strange.
Oh, really? I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised by that at all.
But
that's listen, because they can't handle that. But if you're making a product, you should be able to handle that. That's how you make your product better. You can't stop it.
Maybe you should stop making pink camouflage guns if nobody if you're not selling them or whatever.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of egos out there, and even in not the big guys, but the small ones too. You know, how dare you criticize my stuff? Well, it's like, hey.
Well, if you're not looking for the new things out there or looking for what's next, you are dooming yourself to failure. I remember at SHOT Show when Maj Touré had a speech somewhere, Walter, you were like, you know, I can never get you. It's always like pulling teeth.
I went.
To get no. I'm saying it's sometimes pulling teeth to get you to go places. But you said to me, "Oh, I want to go see Maj and see what he's talking about." But you see, you're a smaller manufacturer, so you're hungry and you're on the lookout for what's the next thing. I think the big guys think the money's just going to keep coming in, and they could do what they were doing 50 years ago.
Now, who else was at that meeting that talked? Chris Cox was in there that day.
Yeah, he was, right?
From the NRA, yeah. He was watching Maj, too.
He did come in there.
Because,
go ahead.
Because I guess they were courting each other, or something.
I think they were interested. I think they ultimately, I'm not saying, I don't know what Chris Cox thought, but I know ultimately the NRA did not support him. The last time Maj was on, he said that they didn't really get behind him like, you know, they were supposed to.
Right.
Or they were saying that they would. You know, and that's not a good thing. Red Bear says, or the industry knows that they will get kicked, so why dump all their money into a sinking ship? Okay, maybe the industry feels like it's not going to be an industry anymore. It's not going to exist, so let's just get all the money and get out of it. You know.
So what's Ruger? Is Ruger making vibrating chairs or something, or pillows, or? What?
I guess they'll just repurpose.
To what? What are they going to make?
I don't know.
Refrigerators with Ruger on them? I don't know. I mean,
yeah. I think at some point we're going to realize that we're going to see that the industry is not standing up. At some point we're going to feel like, oh, we're just out here, screaming into the wind, you know, and that there's really just a few of us that are trying to get everyone's attention, and the industry itself isn't getting behind the message. Because, maybe they're just apathetic at this point, and they're like, whatever. When it's over, it's over, you know?
I don't make silencers, so who cares, right? I don't make bump fire stock, so who cares?
These guys want everything.
Well, they do. They want everything, including your pocket knife.
Yeah.
So,
that. Couple of things here. Elfsters, Rifles, and Reloading says we should turn this into a dating channel. Okay. There's going to be a lot of single sex dating in here because I don't think we have that many. We have a couple of ladies in here, but not that many.
You get guys with guns and girls that want guns.
Shooting dates. Okay.
Yeah.
There's not enough girls for the guys. I could just tell you that right now. I look at the percentages. Half
maybe
the people,
not watching, but
half the people out there are not women. Not yet.
How dare you? How dare you make that assumption?
I'm
How
pretty
dare
sure.
you?
YouTube tells me.
But how do you trust YouTube?
That's one thing. They're very good with the statistics. They know who's watching. This is how they figure out advertising. It's individual.
That's called shekels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And let me just tell you this before I forget this. I saw yesterday how, so there's a lot of kids channels out there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of kids channels that are very big.
Kids.
Yeah,
Kids,
people
yes,
like
okay.
people have YouTube channels specifically geared towards kids. Well, there's a settlement that YouTube just had to make because there's some government agency that says YouTube violated some rules in regards to children's content. And they're going to do that. And I think, what was it? I think in the next couple of months, you can have a kid channel, but it's going to be demonetized.
Wow.
So, because there were people, abusing it. There were people that were pretending they were doing kids channels and all kinds of weird stuff was happening. So YouTube, that deal that they made, they're going to have to pull most of the advertising, or if not all of the advertising, from those kids channels. So you can do a kid channel. You need to be very specific and follow certain things, but they're going to demonetize it as a whole. So if they're going to do that with that, what are they going to do when it comes to what we're up to? Just ask yourself that. That's like whoever thinks that there's a massive future here, your crystal ball's broken.
You missed that by 10 years.
Yeah, the crystal ball's broken. I'm still here because this is what we have right now. And I'm trying to talk to people. I'm trying to say to people, that's why I give out my number. I tell people, okay, these are all the different places you can get to me at or whatever. But, I don't see that there's a bright future for us here, doing this. I really don't. Razor JB says a gun video has to be on the same platform as a makeup and cooking video in order to succeed at a high level, as an influencer and a platform.
I can cook and hold guns at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can do my hair and hold guns at the same time.
Yeah. Listen, I agree with that if we were talking about 10 years ago. So that's no. We're past that now.
If you're looking to, like I said, these people, I'm gonna get me a YouTube channel and I'm gonna get rich. Mm-hmm. Well, you missed that by 10. You missed that, yeah. You missed that by 10 years, and probably even 10 years ago, unless you have something really cool. They ain't gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. How's that YouTube money going?
Yeah, how's that YouTube
money there?
Yeah.
What are you doing with all those millions? How come you can't just hire somebody to chop the top off?
Don't make me cry, man.
Huh?
I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna start crying here.
Listen, I think that a lot of it is changing, and we have to change as well. The idea, I don't believe that the government's going to come in and save us. You know what? A long time ago, I stopped believing in that. I keep telling people that at some point I had an epiphany in my life, and I was like, the government is not going to save you.
It's not like the old days where they looking to bust up monopolies and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. They don't care about that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
They're actually encouraging monopolies, it seems like, by letting these companies merge and merge again and merge again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Killer.
Yeah, Simpson Road, Larry. Yes, I can eat and hold guns at the same time too.
Absolutely.
You'd be amazed what I can do holding the gun and work at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that all day long. Come on.
Right. that cranium has to get fed. If Walter doesn't eat, it's going to be a problem.
If you can't eat with one hand and hold the gun at the same time,
you need to get out the kitchen.
What are you going to do out in the wilds? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Killer Ratchet says YouTube is such an unstable source of income. It's like playing Russian roulette. If you have to try to have it as your only income, definitely you have to have multiple sources of income doing this, or to be honest, anything else in this world today, man. We're going into the gig economy right now. So I was looking at I think it was Tucker Carlson last night. I was looking at him talking about Walmart, and Tucker said that most of Walmart's employees are actually temporary employees. or part-time.
Well, part time, yeah,
Yeah.
because they don't have to pay all the same amount of benefits
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
and
I mean, that's that's not because that's because of the government.
the rules. That's
You know,
how that's how it works.
And that whole Obamacare thing pushed a lot of companies into doing that too. So I can't blame them.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead, who do you?
No, I was just going to say, yeah, even the company I work for, we don't hire people on hardly because then they have to pay them benefits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the benefits game, right? It's easy to tell what was going to happen. Look at England, look at Europe. So if you guys ever seen that TV show Undercover Boss, I remember years ago, I think at this point it's over 5 years ago, maybe longer than that. Undercover Boss Europe, when you would see that, most of the companies that they were showing on there, the employees were temporary employees. And I remember thinking, why is that? Why are all these people just temporary employees of this company? Because in England, it's even worse. And the best thing that they could do is make you a temporary employee so then they don't have to cover your universal health care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we remember the whole thing. You have to vote for it first before you find out what's in it.
Oh, we don't have time to read 5,000 pages. You just have to, yeah.
We are never getting rid of that, man. We are never getting rid of that. The Supreme Court, nobody's helping us to fix that situation. So, what's this gun you got here, Walt?
Ripped out the 88 commission rifle.
Oh.
That's been leaning up against the wall. I picked this up, did a little swapping and trading up at the Knob Creek from a guy. And these guns, old gun, this is actually pre-1898, so it doesn't require any paperwork to possess. Yes.
Oh.
So you'll see places like the Sportsman's Guide and some of these other people's center fire systems. These old guns will show up that are pre-1898. They get $300-400 for them.
So let me ask you this question, because I'm sure me and Hootie Who want to know. In the mandatory buyback, do you have to mandatorily sell that back?
This ain't under their mandatory buyback bullshit. Because it's
Not yet.
It's not underneath there. Well, that's all up to you, man. This has never been on their books either, because this was a bringback from probably World War I.
Yeah.
So
I'm just messing around, Walter.
I
They cannot do it in America.
We're gonna shoot this thing eventually here. I need to check the chamber and make sure that it's safe and everything. But
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna bust some caps in this thing.
Oh, absolutely. And what is it called again?
88 commission rifle.
88 commission. The 88 commission rifle. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, these were used, like I said, before 1888.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, I guess, when they came into being.
Yeah.
Used a lot in World War I. This one was modified to take the newer cartridges. Originally, these were like black powder center fire, and then they went to smokeless powder.
Okay.
So,
Applebite says more Knob Creek goodies, and
yeah,
that's
Pick
what
up
the
a lot
creek
of
is for.
interesting
That's
stuff.
what the creek is for.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Motorboater says
bring
that's
your-
a weapon of war.
Yeah, well, technically, yes. Yes, it is now.
Listen, this fist is technically a weapon of war. Okay. Everything is a weapon of war.
Rape is a weapon of war. So,
everything is. Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to fix that. So.
Yeah. Simpson Road Larry says that's an ancient assault weapon.
It'd still get the job done too, by the way. If you take a good old Mosin Nagant, that'll get the job done, and that'll get it done at 500 yards too, by the way, too.
Yeah.
So
with iron sights.
Yeah, that's right, with them fucking iron sights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some good old Kentucky windage.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Someone should do a video on that. I volunteer you, Hootie Who. Let's see how far you can actually shoot with iron sights. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say, what do you think is the furthest you can shoot consistently with iron sights? I'm going to say between 300 and 400 yards.
How big is the target? Like a man-sized silhouette?
Yeah, like a man-sized silhouette consistently. If you know what you're doing with iron sights, I'm gonna say somewhere in the 300, 350, 400 yard range is the like stretching it. That's what I'm saying, stretching it. I'm not saying me. I'm not saying me, but stretching it.
400 or 500 yards, a man-sized silhouette, you just about can't see with your eyeballs anymore.
Yeah, you're getting yeah. If you know where to hold.
Well, I'm
if you know
going
where
to
to hold, if you're prone, you know where to. If you're really, really stable,
and there's no wind.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the outer edge. I'm talking seriously about the outer edge. I mean, obviously, okay, we could do it at 50, we could do it at 100, 150. What do you think you can do consistently? What yardage?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably 200 yards.
200? Okay, 200. Okay.
I mean, it depends on the gun. Like a Henry with those sights, I could probably do like 400 sights, but my Mosin, 200.
200. Okay. What do you say, Walter? Consistently.
Yeah, 200 is not 200 probably would be pretty pretty relative. I say relatively easy.
Yeah.
Once you get a feel for how the gun shoots.
Yeah. Yeah, Billy Phoenix says 232 yards, very specific.
I've hit targets with an AK at 200 yards, so.
Yeah, with an AK. Yeah, I've seen people do it with an AK. Even 300, I've seen people do with an AK.
That's resting it on something, and you know, and
very stable.
One of Elfster here is one of these old timer iron sight guys.
Who Elfster?
Yeah, sure.
He said, what does he say? Civilians need 24 by scope at 500 yards, and Marine uses irons at 500 yards.
I told you.
They don't make eyes like they used to. That's all I can say. Yeah, they don't make eyes like they used to. 500 yards. Okay. You know, you got to be real stable, real prone, you know. I mean,
you got to be real good.
And yeah, like you're saying, like a non-moving man-sized target, probably you're going to be better, but a moving man-sized target, I don't know. Yeah. Shoot and drive says shoot ride live, excuse me, says it's all about practice.
That helps. That helps.
Yeah.
I mean, I even heard the stories about the guys, like, you know, was it Iraq, I think it was, where they were shooting down the street. The sniper guy was, and the Iraqis were running across the street and it was a distance too. It wasn't close. After he got a feel for their movement, he just let them. They'd run out there, he'd lead them, pow, boom, and they just kept going like back and forth, like a shooting match. He said they just kept running across the street, and he just kept shooting them. You know, it's like, but then again, that was somebody with a lot of experience.
Yeah, experience versus inexperience. Because I've seen a lot of those firefights that those guys are shooting at each other and nothing's happening. Yeah. You know, they're just shooting at each other till they run out of ammo.
I heard one time that a lot of these foreigners, like in Afghanistan, Iraq and stuff, they can't see the end of the barrel. Their vision is, you know, they don't have glasses like we get and everything else.
Oh,
so
yeah, man.
They
don't even have people to test their vision.
Yeah. Allah says no good for you, no glasses for you. So,
yeah. That's all first world stuff. What you get? You get your eyes tested?
You don't need no damn eyes.
You know what your your vision calculation is?
Just read the book and shut up. Well, you can't read. Just hold the book.
Now, for that matter, okay. So back in the days, like back in World War II times, how much eye testing was going on? I'm sure. Did they test your vision when you went into the Army?
I don't know, but I know the American Army had regular, you know, medics and opticians and all that stuff that followed the movement of the troops as they went forward. You know, but I don't know, you know, the testing part of it.
Right. Jake Delahome wants to know if 500 yards is a mile. I don't think so. Yeah,
no.
I don't think so. 42 Chill says 1,760 yards is a mile.
And that's 1760 times 3. It's like 5260 or 5620 or something like that.
280, I think.
Yeah, I'd have to do some ciphering, but
you know. Yeah.
No, even with the PSL here, which is a designated marksman rifle,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna get those kind. Even with the open sights, you ain't gonna get those kinds of shots.
Billy Phoenix says yes, they did. They did test your eyes. Okay, man, we've had the eyes testing technology for that long. Jeez. People need to respect America. America's had eye testing technology going back to the 40s.
Stone Age.
Yeah, man. Just think about that. If today in parts of the world people aren't getting their eyes tested, in the 40s, I mean, what the hell was going on in other places in the world, man? Yeah, you got to ask yourself about that. So,
Not much.
Yeah.
Going on.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any guns over there, Hootie Hoo? You want to show us? Let me see. I bet you have a 50 laying around somewhere.
No, but I got one that's kind of close.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wait a second. Is this the
judge? Or is that
that a judge? No.
This is the Raging Judge Magnum.
Raging Judge. Oh, nice.
This is the judge that takes 454 Casull.
Oh. Okay, how is it?
It's my new favorite. I love it.
Okay. You got some videos up on this, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've been shooting the crap out of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, looks good. What's your, you think it's tough?
Yeah, and I actually just found a company that makes a holster for it, so I'm going to start carrying the sucker. Maybe even to Walmart.
Okay, Kydex holster, leather?
Leather.
Okay, all right, cool. Let's see here. Motorboater says, didn't Ben Franklin have glasses? Yeah,
yes, he did.
Yeah. I think glasses technology's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Probably over 100, maybe 200 years or something. Glass technology's been around, but not everyone could actually have it, people. Not everyone could have it.
That costs money, man.
Imagine now, like with my kids, you gotta change that prescription every year.
You're supposed to get your eyes checked every year.
Yeah, when I was a kid, now I didn't wear glasses, but my older brother, he did. There was no such thing as him getting new glasses every year.
Oh.
Yeah, man, my brother had to tape up his glasses, all kinds of stuff, man. Yeah. You get it. I remember, I think one time I messed up his glasses, which, that was a terrible thing. But, boys will be boys. You get into fights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I sat on some glasses one time.
Yeah. John Crump says he has, he says he's got huge news on the AA-12. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, their ATF is some reason or other's flipped on their thing and going after him, said they're a machine gun.
What?
So, yeah, I don't know what. I saw something about the way they were marked, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I don't know the details, so
okay.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, there was some stuff that was.
Gun show not too long ago I went to.
Okay, it looks like he's sending me an ATF letter about it.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll have to try to read through this here.
Yeah, I don't know how much. I don't really, like I said, I don't really know the details.
Yeah. So, John, I'm assuming I could read this text. I'm assuming that. So if I can't, let me know. But let's see. I'll try to throw this up here for people. And we can read a little bit of what this says here. I'll throw it up. A statement about the ATF's letters to seize the semi-auto AA-12s. The various letters in question have been sent since at least April of 2019. We have a record of ATF notifying owners and collecting them since that time. These AA-12s were not manufactured by Sol Invictus Arms. To date, Sol Invictus Arms has not produced a single AA-12 for civilian sale, precisely because of the ongoing ATF investigation. And then there's like a whole backstory thing here about it. Okay, so that's interesting. Maybe we need to get John to come on at some point. He's probably working on a story for this. So,
oh shoot.
Yeah. So
it's gonna make it more expensive.
Yeah. So explain that a little bit if you can, Walter, with the AA-12 deal.
Well, I mean, I'm just reading what somebody put up there about the side plate being the same as a full auto version. So
Okay.
hence easily convertible. So I don't know the details about that. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not that it is a machine gun, but it's easy. It's too easily convertible, maybe, to the ATF.
Maybe. I mean, typically when you build a semi gun, a full auto gun in the semi,
Mm-hmm.
you have to do something to prevent it from being converted back to full auto. Like put a denial block in there or change some of the internal parts. Like on the Zenith MP5s and stuff, they've got multiple things that aren't like a normal MP5. So it's not easily convertible. Maybe that's what it's about.
Yeah, I see a bunch of different comments coming in here right now.
Oh, it says AA-12 was produced without an FFL.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
So, yeah, I don't know the details, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
Stick my chops out too far.
Yeah, I think John's probably working. John, if you're working on an article, I don't know if you have an article up yet. If you do, let me know. If you're working on it, let us know that too, and we'll get into it. I don't know how much you know about these AA-12s, Hootie Hoo.
Just seen videos of them and held one.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
everybody
Actually,
was kind of jonesing for one.
Yeah,
when
let me
these
see if I
videos-
can get John. Let me see if I can get John on. Sorry, hold on a second here. Maybe I can get him to come in right now. He could explain. I know AA-12s are badass guns. That's what I know. Yeah. Let me see. I'll try to see if we can add him in right now, and then maybe we'll get him to come on. So I am adding you on Skype, John, if you can hear me. So he's saying that they was produced under someone else's FFL. So.
Oh.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, John? Hold on one second here. I'll get you in.
All right.
And then let's see. Boom. Okay, there we go. We got you in. So what's going on, man?
So it's kind of complicated to explain, but apparently, well that's my son there.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Apparently, the people that produced the AH-12 were producing it under someone else's FFL. So there's a criminal investigation into that because you're not allowed to do that.
Right. Okay.
Then at all. So so the guy, it's all in that letter. The guy was.
So they were manufacturing it at a separate place from someone else's manufacturing FFL.
Yeah, well, the guy who was manufacturing it was told by this other guy that it was okay to do that. So the guy was like, "Hey, can you manufacture this for me?" And he's like, "You don't need an FFL to do it. You can just."
Okay, sounds crazy.
And then also, they were all marked machine guns, and they just took the fully automatic ones. And then they went ahead and converted them to semi-automatic without really changing anything. I mean, they changed like the firing group and everything, but the serialized part was never changed at all. It was exact.
So once a machine gun, always a machine gun.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Wow.
So there's a criminal case going on.
Okay.
Which no one really knew about until I found out about it today.
Okay, so has anyone been arrested for this?
That's what I'm trying to track down now. I know there's charges pending on a guy. His name's listed in there, so I'm pretty sure that he has been arrested. If not, I can't imagine him not being arrested because they're charging him with multiple felonies.
Okay, and whose FFL were they using?
It's in the letter. I cannot recall the exact the guy's exact name.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a crazy story. It's about
so
they owned it. They didn't own the design, and it's crazy.
Yeah, go ahead, Walt.
No, so basically it's legitimate. It's not something like some big bad ATF story. Yeah.
No, it's not like the bad ATF story. It's somebody
broke the law.
What they thought they were doing, but they didn't think they were, but they weren't doing stuff legally.
Right. Okay.
So the motorboater says, why are they confiscating them if the buyers had nothing to do with it? Because they are illegal.
Yes, they're. The ATF does go around and take stuff that's not supposed to be out there. Just FYI.
And just because you bought it thinking it was legal and it isn't, doesn't make it legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once something's designated a machine gun, it's always a machine gun.
It's always a machine gun, right?
Yeah.
The only way you can, if it was okay. There are ways around that kind of technically, but that's when a gun has been demilled, cut up.
Mm-hmm.
You remove any of the stuff that makes it full auto before you change the receiver, before you weld it back together, then and get around that. But you got to be careful with that too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which AA-12s are affected by this?
Oh.
Looks like all of them.
Every single AA-12 out there right now is affected by this.
Apparently, I know that they're going to start producing them again because the company that everyone blamed for that was selling them, they're going to make their own, but they are waiting until this all gets worked out before they do it.
Okay. Yeah. So I think there's a company here in Florida or something like that. That was waiting for this. I'm trying to remember that. I think we went to see them, Walter, when we were at SHOT Show. I just can't remember the name right now. Yeah. And it probably was in that statement just now.
It is. So they're waiting until this.
Oh, Sol Invictus, right? Sol Invictus is the company that's going to put these out once all of this gets settled.
Yeah. But they're getting a lot of blame now, and it's really none of their blame.
Okay. Right, so it's not their fault. So any of these AA-12s that are in civilian hands, because what if someone's like a manufacturer or whatever it is, or if they have machine gun paperwork for it, fine or not fine, because it's not classified as under the right thing.
I don't think it's fine. I think people are gonna have to turn it in too.
Okay, so yeah, Walt, you looks like you were shaking your head there, right? Nothing's fine because it's not classified properly, right?
The ATF ain't gonna go for that.
Well, it's not classified properly, and it was reduced under someone else's FFL.
Right.
It was made under shady circumstances. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't make something under Walt's FFL and make it in Virginia and then ship it out because that's not how it works.
Yeah. Right. So, oh my goodness.
You have to be a manufacturer, and then it has to be marked properly. There's a lot of stuff. It can be done, but not the way they did it.
Yeah.
No.
So, do we know how many guns are affected by this? Like, what's the number of guns out there that's affected?
I've been trying to get that, but the original company shut down, so it's kind of hard to get that, and the ATF is not really giving up answers.
Wow. Okay. So whatever records they have, they're going around getting in touch with people and saying, you need to turn this over. What is it? They have to turn it in? They can destroy it? What's the options usually? You have to turn it in. Okay.
It's a machine gun, so it's cost out of a machine gun, so it's just not like, oh, you can cut through it or something like that. You actually have to turn it in.
Okay. And what about someone who, someone out there who maybe is hearing this news and they have one of these guns? What should they do? Just sit around, wait for the call from the ATF, or?
Well, they should have got a letter already. If they haven't, the safe thing to do would be to contact the ATF. But you can always play, "Hey, I didn't know."
Yeah, the old boating accident trick. Because John Voorhees says, do people who already own them have to turn them in? That's the question he's asking.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't play the boating thing because eventually, if they find out you lied, you're gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this isn't like country club jail. This is pound me in the ass jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is federal stuff. This is not the county pokey.
No, this isn't stuff you want to play around with.
Yeah. So for all the people out there, I know there's jokes. I see people making the boating accident jokes right now. Yeah. Not a good idea in this case, right? Because the ATF is probably going to follow up with visits and stuff like that, right?
I would imagine if you didn't turn it in, they're going to follow with visits.
Yeah. Now, remember, some of these obviously could have changed hands and all that, but that has nothing to do with anything, right?
Yeah, they're gonna track these down hardcore.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Anyone, Hootie Hoo, do you have any questions about this? I think you probably have not messed around with the AA-12s at all.
I've seen them at gun shows for more money than I can afford, but
right. Yeah. Do you know what kind of numbers AA-12s have been going for up to this point? Obviously, no one can sell them anymore.
Last one I saw in a gun show was a semi-auto, and they wanted $5,000 for it.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been going between like 3 and 6. I guess.
For anyone who doesn't know, you've probably seen. I could tell you right now when I Google it. Here, let me see if I could pull this up for people so I can show you guys. When I Google it, actually FPS Russia comes up because he probably has the biggest video on it, and he's under the Wikipedia thing. If you go to Wikipedia on it, I see. Let me see. Let's go in here and see what Wikipedia says about it, just to give people an idea of what it looks like. I don't know if that's a good picture of it, but yes, it is an ugly gun. But
There's a Macy recoil.
do you think this pushes the legend forward of these things any, or
The legend.
what do you think?
They're old.
The end result
The
of
funny
all
part
of this?
I find so amazing about they're from like
John.
the 70s, and they kind of came out
do we still
back
have
then,
John?
and and then they kind of went away, and then they came back again, and the Marines were supposed to be testing.
So
them and all
we
this
missed the
stuff.
first part of that, Walt. Sorry, go start that again.
I mean, it's 70s technology.
Right. Okay.
I mean, and maybe even earlier than that.
Yeah.
And, it was kind of reborn again, and then once again FPS Russia and all these other people shooting them, and it's like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Terry Crews, CB is reminding me, which I was talking about this the other day. Terry Crews has one in The Expendables. So if you've ever seen the Expendables movie, there's a scene where Sylvester Stallone's getting his butt kicked, and Terry Crews comes in there with this shotgun that just starts eviscerating people. That's basically an AA-12 that he has there. So, yeah, interesting. All right, John, thanks for bringing that to us, man. So you've got an article coming out on this?
I don't have an article. We're gonna run the letter, and I'm gonna take it from there. But we just wanted to get the letter out, and the letter should be dropping any time now. So I guess you guys are probably the first to be breaking it.
All right, cool. So yeah, anyone who's looking for this, get up on AmmoLand. That's where you'll see this article when John posts it. You say you're going to be posting it soon, right?
Well, my editor might be posting the letter. He sent me a text right before I talked to you to make sure that we are cool with printing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not under any off the record thing. And then I went back and got permission.
Okay.
To actually promote it. So
yeah, to actually talk about it. So check up on AmmoLand. It's going to be up there soon if you want to read through the whole letter. I'm sure folks out there will be talking about it, and I could see FPS Russia's video going from whatever it is now, like 20 million to 100 million.
It doesn't matter at this point. I'm sure he's been demonetized, so it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, I'm telling you, absolutely.
Yeah, well, he's actually been charged with drug-related crimes.
Yeah, he just recently pled guilty and all that kind of stuff to that. So. I think he got he got a period of time probation for that issue, so he's at least resolved it and all of that, and he can move forward. So yeah, all right, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. I just wanted to give you guys a chance to break it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's good.
Excellent.
That's good stuff. So Hootie Hoo. Now you're thinking. I could tell you right now, Hootie Hoo's thinking, man, I should have gotten that 5. I should have traded my truck for AA-12.
You got a bunch of title loans.
Oh man, listen, I've actually always wanted one of those. I know people are gonna think that's crazy.
Run, Forrest, run.
Yeah,
I mean, that's shady stuff when you're having.
Oh yeah, now I wouldn't touch it. So.
No, not with a 10-foot frickin' pole. Yeah.
Yeah,
you when that kind of stuff happens, it's not something you're gonna lie to the ATF about, because you're lying to a federal agent or officer, I think, by the way, too. So they'll get you for all that stuff if they want to. They want to come down. They can show up back with a warrant at your house.
Yeah.
Do you want that? You want them to go through your house?
No, you don't. No. Trust me.
No.
You don't want all your other boating accidents that never actually got buried in the backyard. There's dudes right now. There's lots of shovels getting sold at Home Depot right now.
Here, take it. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
So, do you get compensated if the government, if something in a situation, who gives you your money back? What the hell?
You're funny. This ain't no buyback. This ain't no Democrat buyback.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Can you
This is
imagine
good
a dude who
old-fashioned-
actually paid $5,000 for AA-12 2 weeks ago?
He sold his convertible truck. He
Yeah.
sold his rims.
Yeah.
He sold. He rented his wife out to the neighbor to get that truck, to get that gun. You know,
Oh
I mean,
my
come
God.
on.
No, man, that's gonna hurt. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? Who do you?
Hills of Tennessee. I know people who could make that decision. But
Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually pretty crazy to think. And yeah, man, so you just have to give that thing up, huh?
Yep. It's
Just
yours.
gotta give it
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
No.
DCG
I saw
44 says just wait till Sol Invictus makes legit ones. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
They don't have to advertise one day now. Never.
No.
Ever.
No. How long do you think this is going to take to get settled out, Walt?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know how long the law stuff will. That'll go for months, probably the legal stuff.
Mhm.
But I don't know how many they actually manufactured. I mean, they've been selling. I remember that being available. It's been at least a year or so ago, or more.
Yeah. The last
know,
time
man.
I saw one, I was in Texas at what is that? What is the ranch place? Lola, what's the place you went to in Texas where you could drive tanks?
Oh, or Glenn.
I think it was called Drive Tanks, and then it was something.
Flem.
Oh, Ox Ranch.
Flem-
Yeah, Ox Ranch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Flem
right.
Gunner's there. Flem Gunner
Yeah.
has a couple of those. Those. So far
Because there
as
weren't
no, they
there
were
weren't
supposed to be
any-
machine guns, so far as I know.
Well, even if you were to convert them to machine gun, you still have an illegally manufactured.
Yeah. Let
Yeah.
me take that back. I don't want to be the one ratting out the Ox Ranch right now, and the ATF starts showing up. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm
you
sure.
want them to
I'm
look-
sure Flem Gunner's already got that ATF letter.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Jade
Yeah,
Gru-
I don't think $3,000 or $4,000 is an issue at the ranch out there.
Yeah, but for folks out there, for some guy who always wanted an AA-12, man, because he saw it in an '80s movie or something like that,
Yeah.
you know, or some dude that's had that for I don't know 10, 20
I know.
years, and thought like, man, I got this thing, it's worth $5,000.
No, well, they haven't had it for 10 or 20 years because they haven't been around for 10.
No, well, okay, how long have they been around?
Well, I don't think there was ever another civilian AA-12. Back in the
Oh,
day,
okay.
they were made.
Okay.
There weren't any- I don't believe there was any sold to civilians.
Okay.
I might be wrong. I could be corrected. You know.
Oh, so it was
Please
always
correct me if I'm
military?
wrong.
Oh, okay.
I don't. The military didn't buy them.
Oh, okay.
They put them in front of the military, and you know, like always things in the military, it's unless it says Colt or Barrett on or something, they don't want it. Or
Let me see if
Browning.
I can figure out how. I thought you said this has been around for. Let's see.
The design originally, if you go back in time,
Oh,
think that's back
2005. No, developed in 1972, but the current version has been around since 2005, I guess.
okay.
So these 2005. What are we in 2019?
Yeah, it's 14.
Well, it's a good 14 years. Good 14 years.
Well,
you know?
I remember when it made the headlines, like in 2005, like, oh, this awesome, you know, fast ass drum machine gun thing, you know, and it was all over the place. And I don't know how long it was before they started manufacturing them, but
Mm-hmm.
shady. You know?
Yeah, Motorboater says it's west of SA, which I'm assuming San Antonio. IV8888 just put out a short video shooting one at Ox Ranch. Yeah, I remember when I was there, I saw one. I was like, oh my god, if we have time, I want to shoot this thing, but we didn't. We didn't have time. Damn it. It will happen. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait on Sol Invictus.
Yeah, wait till the smoke clears.
If I owned one right now, I'm gonna get as much shotgun shells as I can before I get that letter.
I'm gonna break that thing.
I'm just gonna be out there shooting the living daylights.
Hammer time.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So there you go.
Yeah,
I think
enough of
who did you show us the guns? We did see a revolver. What else you got, man? What other kind of videos you got going on here?
this is another one I don't think you've seen. This is my new 5.56.
I like the camo on this. I like that camo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks
That's
pretty
a-
cool.
CMMG 5.56
Mhm.
Nikon optic. That's my new favorite rifle.
Oh, okay. All right. And what's that set up for? What are you using that for?
Well, hogs, coyote, deer. I'd like to take deer with it on film this year.
Oh, okay.
See what happens.
All right, cool. Walter, were you going to pull up something here?
You got me, Mecca. You're gonna make me get something else.
Okay, I'll pull up a gun I have here. Kind of.
Yeah, let me go. I'll
pull
dig
up something
into
I've been throwing together here. So this is like my SBR, and then I put this PWS 223 Wild upper on it. So that you can see I don't even have a muzzle device. You know what I actually want to do? I would like to make this integrally suppressed. Yeah, I know. There's people like, really? Seriously? But I do have the folding. I got the folding stock on this bad boy. The Law Tactical folder on there. Yeah. So I can fold it, this goes into a regular size backpack just like this. The only thing I think this is really missing right now is I need some
sights.
Yeah. I do need
some
sights.
iron sights, man.
Yeah, I need some. Well, with this you could use iron sights. That's fine, right?
Yeah, I know you could.
Yeah.
I know you could.
Yeah.
I am actually a fan of iron sights because 9 times out of 10 the battery goes dead or something happens on your damn optics. So, or it ain't working, but nice to have some backup iron sights.
Yeah. By the way, this is an Armalite lower right there. That's what the AR stands for people. I know. Not everyone knows that.
Oh, that's an automatic rifle.
Yeah,
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. That's an automatic rifle.
Okay, Walter. Yeah.
That's what CNN says.
Yeah. Don't listen to those guys. That's how you get in trouble.
Now,
this is I know this shotgun.
This is it. Welcome to FUD time on Hank Strange. Yes, this is a Model 11 Remington. This is an old school one too. This is before they put all the safety warnings on guns and stuff like that. You had to have a little bit of you had to be responsible for your own fuck ups back in the day. So, but yeah, this is old school Model 11, which is a Browning pattern. Yeah.
Very nice. What are you gonna do with this, Walter?
I had visions of turning it into a little gun. Docking it off, making it kind of like a gangster gun.
Yeah, shorten it down a little bit. I mean, it's still going to be long if you chop it off there.
Yeah, but this is like Bonnie and Clyde kind of gun. So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I kind of hard to bring myself to cut it if it functions properly. Hard to do that. But.
Yeah, maybe you want to get. So are those out there a lot nowadays, or not out there?
Well, this thing was probably made though. This is probably made World War I vintage. So. Oh. Yeah. Maybe the 20s. So.
I definitely say don't chop it down.
If it was a little more fugly, maybe I would. But.
Yeah. No, leave it alone. Don't chop it down.
Hell, it's got iron sights. I don't need to do nothing.
It's a shotgun.
I'm gonna shoot that son bitch.
Oh.
Okay.
Hootie, what kind of shotguns are you into, man?
I got a few. Okay. I got a Weatherby that I use for deer hunting.
Weatherby? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Oh.
I got a couple of those Walmart Hatfield shotguns.
Oh, okay. Okay, what's this, Walter? What are you throwing up now?
Look what I found.
Is this a Mossberg or Remington? Okay.
What's that right there by my white cheek?
Oh, that's iron sight.
That's iron sight.
Okay, Walter.
This is a Mossberg slug gun.
Okay, Mossberg.
So,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I bought this somebody wanted me to do a project with it, shorten it, and it got put in the safe, and the project got forgotten, and I've never fired the gun, so
yeah.
Still got the sticker on the back of the stock, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I guess this is one of the things that we could probably talk about with Hootie Hoo too. I guess people out there are either like a Remington guy or a Mossberg guy or a Weatherby guy, right? Is that how this? Or Benelli if you're really uppity, if you're one of the muckety mucks.
Oh, like Babyface?
Yeah, exactly. Then you got a Benelli. Do you have any Benellis? Anyone else other than Babyface have any Benellis out there?
I ain't got no Benelli. No.
Yeah.
Only name brand half price the one I have is my Weatherby.
The Weatherby, okay.
And the reason I have that is because my dad said, if you get your master's degree, I'll buy you whatever gun you want. And
okay.
that's the one.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
Okay, so you got a master's degree. Awesome.
Yeah.
What's the master's degree in?
It's just MBA business. You
Oh,
know.
okay. All right. Okay. That's respectable.
Yeah, I wear fancy clothes and go to work every day. I just play a redneck on TV.
Well, listen.
You stayed at a
Those are the
Holiday Inn
good.
last
Those are the
night.
good business guys. Those guys in the shark skin suits. Those are the ones that you look. As long as you're not rocking. I don't know if you know what shark skin suits are, man. It's from the '80s.
Is that something like a
do you
pimp
remember-
wears?
No, remember? Okay, remember like in Wall Street? That's what those guys rocked in the '80s, man. Those Oh, maybe it wasn't called shark skin. Maybe it was called something else. Those suits that, like, if you ever saw the movie Wall Street, what's his name was in that?
I never saw it.
Yeah,
Michael
Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that suit was called that that they were the power suits from back then. Florida Gun says just get a Turkish shotgun and chop that down, Walt.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a. I don't have. Do I have any Turkish shotguns?
Yeah.
Trying to think here.
Yeah.
I got that Armagon. The Armagon 12 was made in Turkey.
Yeah. And then some people.
And I did chop that down, by the way.
Yes, I know. Some people are chiming in here. Killer Ratchet says, "Don't need to aim with a shotgun." As we know, Motorboater
Careful,
says,
that shotgun will kill a man at 500 yards.
"Yeah, you guys are crazy."
Here, let me show you how you do that.
Uh-oh.
You take that shotgun and you hold it up at a 45-degree angle.
Lob it in
like a mortar.
Yeah. Okay. So what is this? Armament and Axes is saying. What's that, Hootie Hoo?
Armament and Axes said something that's true. I play a businessman, but in real life, what you get on YouTube, that's actually the real me. That's actually true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
I
believe
use
that.
big words and don't have a southern accent when I go to the office. And all
Yeah,
this kind of
everyone, whenever you see Hootie Hoo on here, you think he's all shy and all that kind of stuff. He's not really that shy. It's funny, because when I see him in person, he's very outgoing. Talking to everyone, Then he gets up on the YouTube and he's like, "Oh, hi, how you doing? I'm Hootie Hoo."
I'm just the opposite, actually.
Oh, you're the opposite, Walter?
Yeah.
Okay, how so?
Well, I mean, I'm always like goofing off here and everything, but I don't necessarily do that when I meet strangers. So.
Oh, with strangers. Oh, okay. Because
I gotta observe to see if it's cool to goof off.
Yeah, you don't know if you can trust them.
Yeah. One man's goof off, so another man's pissed off.
Yeah,
so,
them damn Yankees. You don't know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. I don't know if we have time to. There was a bunch of things I wanted to hit. Okay, did you guys see? And I don't know if this is going to happen in North Carolina, but I'm going to throw this up here really quick. Oh man, what button did I press here? And I lost my. Okay, here we go. I got it back. Okay, so the hurricanes, cocaine bricks have been washing up on Florida beaches.
Really?
Anyone else other than me hear about this?
Wow, man, it's time
Who
to go to the
knew
East
Hurricane
Coast.
Dorian would bring snow? The storm's waves churned up more than a dozen bricks of cocaine on two of Florida's beaches, according to new reports. Most recently, a beachgoer told a Melbourne police officer on patrol at Paradise Beach and Park around 8 a.m. Tuesday that something suspicious had washed ashore.
And it ain't mine.
There you go.
It ain't mine.
It's not yours.
It ain't mine. I just found it laying there. I didn't do that. It ain't mine.
I guarantee you there's a bunch of these bricks of cocaine that washed up and nobody told anybody about anything.
I've heard stories about people finding a bale of marijuana and it didn't get turned
and
over.
it's on.
I mean, they found somebody that wanted to purchase that from them, and I don't have personal experience with that, but I heard stories.
Okay, right.
I never touched that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Well, also after a big storm like that, and as long as it churned up the East Coast, all the sunken treasure boats and stuff like the old galleons, that stuff gets churned up too. So.
Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time to get that treasure.
But please remember, all along the East Coast of Florida, people have what do you call that when you stake a claim? Those are all claims along the East Coast. You just can't go out in a boat and start treasure hunting because you're in somebody's claim most of the time.
So if I find something, those people can come in and take my gold
Oh
bullion?
yeah. Oh yeah.
No, sir. If I find something, I am swimming to Cuba or something like that.
You just keep your mouth shut and move along.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
There's claims all along the whole East Coast.
So people have bought the rights. How do they make those claims?
You file a claim, like a treasure hunting claim or whatever.
Oh.
I don't know the details about it, but I know I've heard that before. So if you're walking along the beach and you find something, you might be in somebody else's space.
So these people do not honor finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
Oh no, not when it comes to gold.
Oh, okay, that's pretty terrible. I think finders, keepers is old law. That's old law.
I agree with that. Yeah, to the victor the spoils, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's old law. Here's another thing I wanted to share about while we're talking about beaches. Driver abandons SUV on beach during Hurricane Dorian.
I saw that, yeah.
So Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, police came across an abandoned SUV, brand new. Looks like a Grand Cherokee or something like that. Let me see if I can get the video to play here. On the beach. Let's see if we can probably fast forward this. There we go. Yeah, so on the beach here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, police came across an abandoned SUV near the shoreline in Myrtle Beach as Hurricane Dorian hit the Grand Strand. A viewer sent WMMF news a picture of the Jeep around 38th Avenue North. Police said someone had decided to drive the Jeep out on the beach and see how far they could take it, but ended up getting stuck. The driver ended up abandoning the Jeep. Do you guys actually? I don't really believe that, man. I'm not. I'm not buying that story.
As Grandpa Keller would say, I don't believe it, you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Somebody could be trying to file an insurance claim on that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's some dude like, oh, wait a second, hurricane? I think I'm going to drive out on the beach and, it's stuck.
Oh, I don't need to pay for that no more.
Yeah. Because I'll be out there crying on the beach. That thing with the ocean will just have to take me.
Yeah. Like they say, man, you can't fix stupid.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that looked like a nice Grand Cherokee. I mean, who could have chopped off the top of that thing?
Yeah.
Just watch out, man. Watch out if it shows up on Craigslist or something for a good deal.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely be like a flood car now.
Oh yeah.
It'll be out there cheap. So I don't know if there's any other stuff. I was gonna get into like the this whole gun buyback thing deeper, but.
Yeah, it just makes your head explode. It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's a stupid idea. I don't know. I don't think we're getting anywhere with that here. Oh, by the way, it looks like, okay, I'm going to pull up this article here before we go. It looks like AmmoLand did throw this up here, so I just want to make sure and give them the plug for it since John came on. So here it goes. And yes, there's a picture of the FPS Russia. So there you go. It says a statement about the ATF's letters to seize semi-auto AA-12s produced by BC Engineering. That's the name of the company we were looking for. Various letters in question have been sent since April of 2019. We have a record of ATF notifying owners of AA-12 shotguns and collecting them since that time, and then the letter and all that stuff is there. For anyone who wants to look for it here, I'll throw up a link to everyone in the chat who did want to see that. They're at this.
I think I saw the letter already, actually.
Okay, they came for your AA-12, Walt?
No, I don't have no AA-12.
Yeah.
When that came out and they said they wanted like $3,500, $4,000 for it, I'm like, nah, that's okay. I don't.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, we're getting ready to get out of here, but everyone who's in here right now, smash the thumbs up so we can get up over 100. We'll get ready to get out of here. Let's start with Walter, and then we'll go to Hootie Who. Walter, how can the people out there keep up with the Safety Harbor firearm situation?
I don't know, man. We're moving so fast. I don't know if you can. No. I tell you what, if I moved much faster today, as hot as it was out, I think I'd melt. I mean, it was freaking hot
it was
today.
warm. It was warmish out there today.
Yeah. How much were you outside today?
I was outside. You don't believe? You don't believe me? You don't believe I was out there?
I don't believe it's you.
I was out for a couple minutes.
Yeah, I was out all day in this.
Oh no! I wasn't staying out there. I wasn't staying out there.
Yeah,
No.
it was brutal in the shop today.
Oh, okay.
You can keep up with me on the Instagrams and the Facebooks, YouTubeage, under Safety Harbor Firearms, and then there's Mower Death, which I can't believe Mower Death is still up there. I brutalized some lawnmowers and weed whackers so bad back in the day, and they're still up there. Still people still looking at it. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Gun Streamer. There's some stuff up there, and over on Mines. Yeah. Mines. Anyways, but yeah,
All right.
that's one way you can do it. Got questions? You can always call us out. We're there 8 to 5, so that's how you can do it.
Absolutely, very cool. All right, Mr. Hootie Hoo. You just go by Hootie Hoo, right? It's not Mr. Hootie Hoo. I don't know why I keep adding that.
And my Instagram is Mr. Hootie Hoo because some random lady already took it.
A lady took Hootie Hoo?
On
How
Instagram
dare she?
and on Twitter.
Does she got hootie hoos?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. So how can the folks out there keep up with you, man? And what kind of stuff do you have coming up that people might want to see?
Oh, same thing. I mean, new video on YouTube every single day. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm doing some 1,000-yard shooting this week.
Oh,
so
cool.
that taking out the 338 Lapua Magnum.
All right. All right. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Do you have a video going up right now? After this, are you throwing up a video?
Yeah, I'm about to go over and make tonight's video live here in a second.
All right, very cool. So everyone go out there, check out Hootie Hoo. Do you do that premiere thing on your channel?
Yeah, every single night we do it live and do the chat every night.
Oh, okay. You know what? I will hang around here for a couple of minutes and I'll jump in on your premiere. As soon as we get off here, you're going to do it, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a quick one. It's only like a 3-minute video.
Okay, Walter, you want to jump in on some of that?
Yeah, we'll troll him. Come on.
Yeah, we'll troll you. Okay, so yeah, Hootie Hoo's about to do that, and everyone out there that would like to join us, if you can, I know a lot of people have to go. We've obviously been going here for a while. We're going to all jump over to Hootie Hoo right now and check out his channel, the latest video coming out. Please go over there, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. Check out Safety Harbor Firearms. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks so much. Any last words, guys, before I smash the button? We're out of here. Peace.